How's it going, guys? Back in with another video. Today, I'm going to be predicting how I think Brazil is going to be lining up in the 2026 World Cup. Um, as we already know, there's been a lot of injuries, and the past week has been a little rough with Estevao and Militao. And as you guys already remember, we're already missing Rodrigo, so it's going to be rough. I'm not making a video on who I think is going to be called up because that's what I think is going to be right there. And I've already made so many videos, and injuries are just ruining my life. But we're going to get into it. So, starting goalkeeper, without a doubt, I think it's going to be Alisson Becker. I don't think it should be anyone else. I don't think it should be Bento. I don't think it should be Hugo Souza. I don't think it should be Ederson. It should be Alisson. He should be ready in time, and I think he's going to be the starting goalkeeper. Not much argument there. If he's healthy, he's going to be in the starting lineup. So starting off, I'll start off as left back. So left back, there's been a couple left backs that Ancelotti has called up in this cycle, but who I think has been most effective under this cycle has been Douglas Santo from Zenit. Where is he? Zenit St. Petersburg. Played well in the game versus Croatia. Played okay in the game versus France. I mean, his center back partner was a little bit clueless too. He didn't really play awful actually. Santos played a pretty good game. He's been playing well under Ancelotti. Nothing crazy, but I also don't think Alexandro's going to be completely healthy, and I don't think he's going to get called up actually at all due to this. And he's more of like a defensive center back, left back. Sorry, but the other defenseman, I'm going to put Gabriel Magalhaes, best center back in the world right now. Not much argument to it. This is what everyone would predict at this point, but this is where I'm going to get a little crazy with it. So I think Thiago Silva will be the other starting center back. You're going to think, oh, he's old. Okay, look at his stats at Porto. He's playing insane at Porto. He's playing the full 90 minutes, clean sheets, duels are being won. He's playing great, and he's 41 years old. He's still top level center back. And Marquinhos, I'm putting Marquinhos at right back. Marquinhos has played right back before. I don't know if you guys remember, but he's played a couple times at PSG right back, and they've been pretty solid performances. Nothing like crazy, but this is the more defensive approach, right? I'm gonna also list like subs and things like that, and who I think will get subbed in. But right now, this is the defensive approach for Ancelotti. It's a more structured approach, I should say. Not really defensive, but more structured. So moving on to the center mids. I mean, I don't really think there's much argument to this, but Casemiro will 100% be there, and Bruno Guimaraes. So there's also argument like, oh, is Bruno Guimaraes going to be ready? Blah, blah, blah. He just returned from an injury last week, played 75 minutes, played pretty solid. I mean, I think by then he'll be ready for the World Cup. There's other guys that are honestly really close to fighting for that role, but I don't see Ancelotti moving away from these two midfielders. He trusts them. They actually played pretty good together in the game versus Senegal. They actually played outstanding together. I think this will be a good center mid or like midfield duo in the World Cup. So next up we got the forwards, the attack. This honestly was very hard to pick, but as you guys may know, Vinny Jr. is going to be a starter, without a doubt, without a question. He's the number 10 for Carlo Ancelotti, so we need him to pop off. He's going to stay in the game, not worry about it. And then this is where we get a little bit confusing. I have it written down right here, but Cunha, in my opinion, is a lock in the starting lineup. Rafinha, in my opinion, is a lock in the starting lineup. And the last spot in the starting lineup is what I'm choosing between. I don't think Cunha will start at the striker role, but I'll explain it to you guys in a second. I think these three are guaranteed in the striking lineup, or in the starting lineup. Those three: Vinny, Cunha, Rafinha. Okay. Now there's question on the striker. So I was between two guys: Luis Enrique or Neymar. You may think, oh, Luis Enrique, he's not a striker. Okay, but wait. Neymar. If Neymar's the start, he's playing right there. He's not playing mid. He's not going back to play defense. Cunha, on the other hand, if you watch his games under Ancelotti, he's back here. He's back. He plays defense. He's playing like a true attacking midfielder. So it changes the scenario a little bit. But Neymar, he can't play on the wing anymore. We know in his games for Santo, if you guys watch, he doesn't run back. He stays around this area. Maybe he comes here to retrieve the ball from the center backs, from the middies, but he's not doing much running. He's more of like catch the ball, look, pass, make a run. Catch the ball, look, pass, make a run. He's not really like running around. Like if Ancelotti starts Neymar, Neymar's going to be in this position right here. So let's just assume Ancelotti's like, no, Neymar's not going to be in the starting lineup. Luis Enrique, on the other hand, is a complete dog. But this is where it changes up a little bit. He's not a striker. Yeah, you're right. So, you guys see where I'm going here? But this is the type of thing where these roles will kind of have to switch up a little bit. Because these guys would obviously have to go back a little bit. But this gives this side a little more attack. When you got these two guys as your center backs and right backs, there's a lot of defensive structure here. So this side can attack a lot more. Luis Enrique doesn't really mark his guy back that much. So I think this is going to be very, very effective. Very, very effective. Cunha will be going back. Rafinha will be going back. Luis Enrique will be up here. He won't be going back fully, but you won't really need to go back when you have Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, and that gives a little bit more lenience for the midfielder as well, Bruno Guimaraes. Casemiro, on the other hand, if Santos wants to go up, this is more of a weak defending side. Casemiro can fill in for that role. You see what I'm saying? And even so, let's just assume they move up, right? They can even go here, here. This is 3 right here. And Thiago Silva is great with the ball. So is Gabriel. So is Marquinhos. These guys are all guys that can control the ball when they have the ball. That's huge for center backs. Very hard to find for center backs. All right, now I'm going to be giving you guys the substitutes, in my opinion, who I think is going to get subbed and how it will look. So starting off, depending on the score, right? If we are up, I think Marquinhos will stay in the game. If we are up, correct, Marquinhos will stay in the game, and Thiago Silva will get subbed off. Silva, Marquinhos would stay at right back. Silva will get subbed off for Bremer. This would be a great sub for many reasons. I think Bremer is a great center back. He plays very strong. And Thiago Silva, in my opinion, I don't think he'll be able to play the full 120 minutes if it goes there. So that's also a possibility. If the game goes to extra time, Thiago Silva is getting subbed off. Now, on the other hand, let's just assume we need something to happen. We need a goal to be scored. Thiago Silva is still getting subbed off. And instead of Bremer coming in, it's going to be Wesley from AS Roma. He's more attacking, so this gives more space. So at this point, the midfield would have to be a little more intelligent. But at that point, you need to win. You need to score a goal. Play up more. Right? Not a problem at all. So let's assume we need to score a goal. Right? Or let's just assume we're going into extra time. Right? Let's assume extra time. And we put Bremer. Solid, okay? Subbing for Casemiro. Casemiro's not going to be able to play in extra time. He's old. He's not going to make it. But who I think will, Lucas Beraldo. This guy, as a CDM, this guy is something different. This guy is next level. I've never seen anything like it in my life. He's like Sergio Busquets. So I think he earned his spot on the Brazilian national team. Fabinho was the other guy that was fighting for it, but I just don't think Fabinho is good enough anymore, to be honest. When he was at Liverpool, he was good, but Nah, man. Where's the Al Iatidad? Yeah, no. Beraldo's been playing great. I think Beraldo will take that role in that position. And subbing in for Bruno Guimarães, I got the best meio-campista do Brasil, Danilo. This guy is an absolute beast. I honestly think this guy could possibly start. I think he can start over Bruno Guimarães depending on how good Bruno Guimarães is feeling, injuries. There's many factors that play into it, but Danilo is definitely going to be seeing the pitch for the 2026 World Cup. And this, the attack, is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Right? We got guys that need to get subbed in, right? We got Thiago Silva, we got Neymar, we got Endrick, we got Martinelli, we got João Pedro. There's a lot of guys that could possibly go in. What I came to realize is I think there are two guys that are going to stay on the pitch at all times. And I think it'll be Vinny and Rafinha. I can see Rafinha getting subbed off. That'll be tough to see, though. But with this starting lineup, or these four starting in attack, who I think will get subbed off for sure is Thiago. Igor Thiago will get subbed in, right? We got Neymar. And then we got Endrick. This is something, guys. This is something. I don't know about Neymar in that position, just because this would be an extra time, and this team doesn't look like it has much defensive depth. So let's assume Neymar doesn't get subbed in. It's tough to say, but I do think João Pedro could possibly take that role instead of Neymar. Endrick could take that role, put a winger to the right. Well, that's why I think Neymar would be a starter, because Neymar would get Cunha subbed in for him, and I think Cunha excels in this role right here. Cunha excels in that role right there. I think Cunha would stay on, and it's really tough to say, guys. But Igor Thiago will see minutes. Endrick will see minutes. It would have been a lot easier if Esteval was still in the mix. If Militao was still in the mix. But it's rough. It's rough to say. Let's actually test something out. Let's see something. Okay. Hold on, chat. Okay, let's assume that's the starting lineup. That could be, I don't know, because I think Cunha starts. But if Cunha doesn't start, and they put Luis Enrique, I can see that too. And then the subs would be a little bit different in this situation. So then I think Cunha would come in here. I think Thiago would come in there. Where's your Thiago? And then Endrick there. I feel like I missed something. Did I? I think that could be the team fully subbed. It could very much well be the team. It's hard to tell. Guys, let me know what you think. Which starting lineup do you guys like more? The first one or the second one in? Who do you think would get subbed in? Because looking at this, it's rough. if we really need something. It's tough. It's tough to say. It really is, because even with these injuries, Brazil has so much depth that it's hard to tell. But the look of this starting lineup right here, where's Luis Enrique? I always just lose these names. For some reason, it's so different. Boom. Casemiro. I think this can very much well be the starting lineup. And honestly, maybe even Rafinha plays better on the left. You've seen him play as a striker, but that's when you ask, like, what's this team gonna look like on defense? So adding Cunha to the mix does make everything a little more elevated. I don't know about Neymar, man. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I'll probably make another one of these, maybe one or two more of these. But it's what I got for you guys so far. Please let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what you guys would like to see next. And have a good rest of your day. God bless. Thank you.